Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Jennifer. This is Metatron speaking. I'm going live right now. I don't normally go live, but you know what? Sometimes it's just easier to put messages out right away without taking the time to edit them. So I didn't announce this YouTube live ahead of time, but I'm definitely going to go ahead and provide messages. And so you might not come across this live. You may come across this. Hi, Becky and Yen and Diane. You might come across this message later, right? Later today, later tomorrow, later whenever. It's still going to be relevant for you whenever you do find it. Hi, Stephen. Scarmonte's here. Sussy, Anna, hello. Okay. I have a pre-prepared channeled message that I'm going to give all of you. And I also have a couple decks of cards. I'm not going to be in here for a super long time because I do have clients I need to meet with today. But I'm going to be in here for a little bit doing some stuff. Star Nason is here. Oh, I can't say your name. Snove? I don't know how to say the O with the two dots over it, but it's because I'm not from Sweden. But hello. Carolina, Marker is here, Maria is here, Anna, Aldana Warren. Message from Metatron, please. We will do that at the end, I promise. Let me actually just get into the channeled message that I want to give all of you. So the channeled message that I already channeled, it's from one of my guides. This is a guy that's actually from one of the Pleiadian planets. His name is Forzig. I don't know if I've talked about him before, or if I did, it was just like one video like a couple years ago. But let me tell you what his message says. It says, a new beginning is as unstable as walking the peak of a sand dune. You are precariously balanced between what has been and what could be. You could just as easily return to your old ways, though they seem darker and less palatable to you now. Yet, the novelty of the unknown is unpredictable, and your feet are shaky and uncertain while you build a foundation to securely support you in this new terrain. This is the universal experience of embracing a new beginning. Do you perceive yourself as walking through the barren desert alone? Look up. See the infinite stars shining above you, each of them representing souls who love you, who know you, who are cheering you forward on each of your steps. While you are climbing uphill, you cannot see what is over the other side of the sand dune. Just as in life, you must work consistently on your healing and development, not knowing what the payoff will be. Universal knowledge tells us that releasing an old thought pattern or an old behavior and working towards a new beginning will always usher in abundance and will always create a stronger foundation for your life than what you had before. Results are not instantaneous, but they are constantly accumulating. While you pursue new beginnings, it is uncomfortable, even foreign to the mind or heart. There is no easy or simple way to go through a massive rebirth. New life cannot be birthed into the world without the pressure and stress of laboring that life out of the womb. Even as you see no progress, you are closing out karmic cycles that you have held in past lifetimes. This level of completion allows you to move forward, not only within the area you are learning, but also a new way of being that allows you to move forward as a soul in the great ascension spiral. This is the right time to bring resolution to areas where you have felt limited or blocked for years. Any block lasting that length of time is an indication that the individual believes something about themselves or believes something about the world that is not true. And holding to that lie is blocking forward movement in that area. Listen to how you speak to yourself. Is there any type of abundance that feels unobtainable to you, as if it exists for others but not for yourself? You can advance to your goals in any area by taking control of your thoughts and seizing the opportunities to grow that will be placed before you. If you wonder whether you are taking the opportunities before you, consider whether you say yes or no because of fear or because of love. Choices made from an underlying fear or worry will keep you in an old cycle. Choices made from love, no matter how far they push you from your comfort zone, will heal trauma, close out cycles, and propel you forward towards abundance. Be willing to change. Be willing to see yourself with a new identity. Your old identity is the one that has held you back. Allow yourself to create a new identity that provides you with more freedom, more choices, more power, more love, and more expression. You must risk your discomfort to learn something new and to access all rewards. As we move deeper into 2025, the intensity continues to place decisions before you that can lead you to alchemizing the difficult areas of your life. Be led by love and your intuition, not by your mind. Self-reflect to see yourself and your situation more clearly. What you know deep inside is guiding you on the correct path. No one has knowledge of your path, so many will not understand where you choose to guide yourself. Step forward as a leader for yourself, choosing to nurture yourself through rest and grounding and determination towards your desires. This is the agenda of the victorious. This is the roadmap to your success. Trust your instincts. Your compass is already attuned and within you, pointing in the direction of your greatest and highest good. Keep dreaming. Keep looking up towards the outcomes that would bring you great joy. This is how you set the course and stay the course on your journey. Change is natural to your soul. It does not cling to identities or to the physical. As you work towards new behaviors and new thoughts, you are changing. These are the goals that need your ongoing effort to master. Your actions have consequences. So choose the actions that will build you what you long for. You will be juggling multiple aspects of your life at all times, but the goal should be to have a balanced amount of effort towards each area. Imagine juggling 3 light balls with one very heavy ball. This makes the task harder and leaves you prone to injuries and mistakes. Balance the energies of each task by giving equal amounts of attention to each. You may need to pull back your efforts in one area to better support another. It is important for you to have both short-term and long-term goals. This is how you ensure your growth continues in multiple areas. Growth is not always about doing. Many times, growth is more about awakening to new truths about yourself. Growth happens when you see an old problem in a new way. Growth happens when an opportunity is seized. Be patient and persevere to receive abundant outcomes. Be gentle with yourself throughout your growth, recognizing that you will need renewal, grace, and gentleness from yourself to heal and integrate all the changes that you are undergoing. Each effort you make for yourself increases your spiritual, mental, and emotional freedom. Each effort empowers you, increasing your strength, your willingness to be brave, and your self-reliance. Each effort brings you closer to who you are. Do not make yourself an island. Socialize with those who are supportive and engage with communities. It may take many, many tries to find the right communities for you, but just keep looking. Union with the right individuals feels like being seen and being heard as something divinely orchestrated clicks into place. Your vibration is lifted in unity and support, and greater transformation is possible. Some healings are initiated through the love of others, from strangers or from new friends. You must open yourself to those connections in order to receive the opportunity for healing. Positive life experiences are more valuable than wealth, and they propel your spiritual journey forward. Set out on a new journey and be brave. Do not shy away from what makes you unique. Do not hold yourself back from joining in. Reclaim your destiny. Your guardians are beside you, supporting and nurturing you. Okay, that is the end of his message. It's a big message. There's a lot in there. I wanted to go live and touch base with all of you to kind of talk about the energies of this month, right? Because we had the live session on Lionsgate portal on 8/8, but now we're 11 days deeper into the month. I'll tell you what, this is such a good time to be doing anything. So anything that you put your effort into right now, it is going to benefit you. It is going to pay off. It's like you're putting little seeds in the soil, and those flowers are going to come up for you later in a big way. The energies are very abundant right now, which it should be expected. We're in the middle of August. And you might be, and in the message, he's like, hey, you might not feel like you're making progress, right? You might not feel like anything's happening, but that message was saying you don't recognize it because it seems like a little event to you throughout the day, but you are closing out cycles. You are healing things. You are initiating new beginnings through your choices. And again, you might not be noticing it, but big things are happening. So the more you can become aware of these energies, the more you can take advantage of them. So if there's something that you have wanted to start, or if there's something you've been wanting to continue working on, now is a good time. even if in the past you were working on these things and like it felt like it wasn't working out, you're like, well, I started doing this, but then it didn't feel like it was getting any traction. Um, Go and do and just keep doing. And like the message said, have perseverance. Keep going, keep going, keep going. For all of you or any of you who have your own YouTube channels, or you're thinking about starting your own YouTube channel, or you're thinking about writing a book, or you're writing a book, or you're thinking about putting something else like that into the world, something creative, something written, um, don't pay attention to the response. That's like the worst possible thing you can do. So you have to create with that motivation and that knowing that this is what you want to create and this is valuable, and you just keep going. And maybe you don't get very many likes, or maybe not many people buy your book, or whatever's going on. Don't look at it. Don't worry about it. That's the ego telling you, oh, look, you're wasting your time. That's like feeding into the ego who's going to slow you down. So you just create and you go and you go, and don't look behind you. You already created it. Keep moving. Keep thinking about the next thing you want to create and the next thing you want to build. I'm going to pop over here and just look in the messages real quick. Paula Berg. Hi, Jennifer. Surprising but fun, right? Malin Granberg is here. Margareta. Oh my gosh, Margareta, you gave me like every sea creature. What is that? Squid, duck, dolphin. That's awesome. Okay. So Nove, I'm doing a PowerPoint on transit now and next year. Can Metatron or Odin tell me some inside from this transit Pluto? Oh my goodness. It would probably help a whole lot if I was well versed in what that means, because I don't have the astrology background. So they might show me pictures, but I might not quite understand all of it. But we'll see what happens. Anna, perfect timing, spiritual perspective. Oh, this is a surprise. I know. I just jumped on. I kind of like just jumping on because it's like, I don't know. I like the spontaneity of it all. Hi, Christine Butler. Becky Charles is like, I am ready for my message. Paula Berg also would love a message. Okay. Let me see. Scarmonte. Oh, yeah, the pressure. All right. Feels like pressure in the whole body, pain in the bones and skin, emotions coming out all at once. Holy crap. The energies are intense, like being in a washing machine. Yeah, there's a whole lot going on. But at the same time, I guess I'm sensitive to the collective energies a little bit more now than I have been in the past, because I can feel the opening. I can feel the opportunity for all of us. Caro, hello, Jennifer. My twin sister and I are watching. That's amazing. Kristen, hi. Hi, Susan. I'm Jennifer, but Susan is my business partner. I don't know what she might be watching right now for all I know. I don't know. Okay, let me do messages. Let me pull a collective message right now. So instead of individuals, let me start off by pulling a collective message. And then I gotta watch the time, because I will accidentally stay here forever. And then my clients will be sad when I don't show up. So I gotta pay attention to the time. Okay, I have 3 different decks today, and they chose one of the decks that I don't even like, but I try to be flexible and easygoing. Gosh, she's giving me a lot of cards. Do you want more? Oh, okay. So this is the first deck I'm pulling from. The super sparkly crystal oracle deck. You know, it sounds great, right? Because it's sparkly, but the cards are kind of boring, to be honest. So I never pull this deck. This is not our card, by the way. I'm just giving you an example. It's kind of boring. There's not a lot for me to intuitively read on it, but he just chose a little handful. So I'm putting those off to the side. I'm going to be pulling from Garden Dragons, which if you like dragons and you're into like cutesy things, it's a really cute deck, to be honest. While I pull these cards, just a reminder, if you are interested in the portal, gosh, what did she call it? Portal Day Amplifier, that session, the one that starts on 9/9, that will give you energy work, channeled message, crystal grid, and music to support you. And that'll be taking place on 9/9, 10/10, and 11/11. It's going to be a really big session that she's doing. This is Susan, my business partner, who's going to be doing that session. She's putting a whole lot of work into this. They're doing a whole lot of prep work with her. Her guides are. Oops, let me put this away because now I have the dragon cards. I can't multitask. This is going to be the third deck, which is a new one, so I have no idea what's in here. Oracle of the Phoenix. So Susan has that session that she's working on. There's something about it that we don't understand quite yet, because when she was putting together that session, and if you go to our website and you look at the description, you'll see the guides reference like healing work being done on like the third eye, the crown chakra, and sometimes chakras above that. And it's very unusual to have a session like that. And so I'm not sure what they're doing with those portal energies, but I anticipate that it may, this is my guess, I'm guessing that it's going to help connect people to divine information more, or gifts more, because why else are they targeting these high chakras? Normally, guides target lower chakras, right? They'll target the low ones because we're in fear. We have trauma in our sacral. We have low self-confidence. We have damage in our heart. They're doing those things. So it's just kind of weird that they're targeting the higher ones. Do you want more? Okay. I have my little pile of cards, and let's see how Metatron wants to do this. Because I got a little pile of each. Okay. He wants me to start with the Phoenix one. So I'm just actually going to show you guys these cards first. Desire and reality. It might not have anything to do with the words. I'm not sure. Let's see. Learn to live in love. And so this is collective message. This is going to be for everyone watching this. My guides, Metatron knows who's going to watch this video. He knows who's in here right now. He knows who's going to turn this on in 3 hours. He knows who's going to watch this in 3 weeks. And these are the messages that are coming through collectively for all of you as a group. Yeah, okay. So this is tying into the messages that just came through. So this card, Dark Thoughts. This is these are like the negative thoughts that we tell ourselves, right? These are the thoughts that hold us back from stepping forward because we don't believe we're good enough. We don't think we're smart enough. We don't think we're gifted enough. We don't think we're good speakers. We don't think we look nice enough. We give ourselves all these excuses. I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm too, whatever it is. We have all these reasons that we've created that we can't do things. And those are all lies. Every time you're like, I can't do this because I'm not blah, 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 or I'm not enough of this. Those are always lies. And it takes kind of bravery to step out of those thoughts and not let those rule you. So desire and reality. What you desire can be your reality. That is the truth. It takes effort. So you're going to have to put in constant effort to what you want to build. But absolutely, whatever you desire can become your reality. And learn to live in love. This is from the message. This is learn to make choices from love. So making a choice from love is, hi, Michelle. I'm so glad you're here. Making a choice from love is you going, gosh, I would really love to learn how to do this. And maybe you feel a little insecure about it, but you're like, you know what, but I would really love it. So I'm just going to try it. So even though you're afraid, or even though you're like, gosh, I hope it's not weird and I'm not awful at this. And, everyone hates it when I do whatever. So do what you love, go for what you love, and ignore the negative thoughts, ignore the dark thoughts. A lot of us make choices from fear, right? We're like, well, I better do this, or I better stay in this job that I have that I hate, because if I leave it, I might not be able to pay my bills, right? I might not be able to, I fear I cannot find something better than what I have now. So that's a fear. So every time you make that choice from fear, it's kind of leaving you in that stuck energy. You have to make choices based on that love and desire in order to pull you out of stuck energy. But whenever you do that, you're gonna feel like you're naked. You're gonna feel like you're afraid. You're gonna feel like you're exposed. You're gonna feel like your feet are not steady. And that's why the message at the beginning of that channeled message that I gave you, it's talking about walking on the top of a sand dune. And he's like, new beginnings are like walking on top of a sand dune. Like, it's very unsteady. You don't have your foundation in place yet because you've left behind your old foundation, and now you're going to need to build a new one. And until you build yourself that brand new foundation out of those brand new choices, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Where am I? I feel out of my element. That's natural and normal, and that's how you need to feel if you're ready to grow, and if you're ready to manifest. If you really want abundance to come into you, you got to throw yourself out there and be like, all right, I'm okay with being a novice. I'm okay with being a beginner. I'm okay with sucking at whatever it is I'm trying to do right now. I'm just going to keep trying, even though I'm awful at this, right? This is what you're going to tell yourself probably. You're awful at it. I doubt you're awful at it. But if you can take on that mindset and feel like, you know what, I don't care. I don't need to be the best when I start off. And the reality is nobody's the best when they start off. Everyone has to train and practice. Most of us are not just born with like this immense amount of talent or whatnot. So keep going for that. Okay, so those are these cards. Let's see what else we have. All right, I'm giving you dragon cards. And these are very cutesy. So we have Celebration, Strawberry Dragon. And again, these are messages for everyone, whether you just jumped in, whether you watch this recorded 6 months from now, these messages are for you. This is coming from my guide in the Pleiades. And I'm sorry, I'm not naming off all of these, but sometimes the messages aren't even about the words. These messages are coming from my guides in the Pleiades. This is also coming from Metatron. Metatron's like doing all the direct translations right now with me. All right, and this last one we have is kindness. Okay, I didn't actually read these. Let me see what he wants me to do. Should I give me like a couple cards? Okay. These the 3 you want? I have no idea where we're going with this yet. Okay, the 3 I'm starting off with, I have Celebration. I have Kindness, which kind of looks a lot like Celebration, to be honest. And then we also have this guy over here, Timing. Yeah. So, okay. Divine timing plays into stuff always. We don't realize it, but it always plays into everything. Everything is choreographed where we are running into the right person at the right time for everything. The jobs that we get, the people we meet, the opportunities that come along, all of this is about timing. Right now, the timing is perfect for abundance. The timing is perfect for abundance. And so this is what the celebration is about. See the bee? I don't know if you guys can see the bee. We got the, I have to do everything backwards. We have a bee over here on a flower, and the bee is a symbol of abundance, right? The timing is perfect for abundance. You want me to pick up another card? Timing is perfect. I didn't realize what these were. Fertile. Yeah. The energies are fertile right now. This is like when I was talking to you guys about you're planting seeds right now. And so you have to think for the long term. A lot of us get kind of stuck where we're like, I want to manifest something so bad, and I'm going to do this like manifestation ritual, and I just want this to like show up for me. And that's kind of like half baking your manifestation. It's good to know what you want, it's good to ask for what you want, but you need to pursue it regularly. So if you really want to manifest something, it's not a one time thing. It's not a please, 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 just bring me this. Like, that's not it. It's please bring me this. Now I'm going to go every day. I'm going to put this little bit of effort towards this thing that I really want. And it builds over time. And so you can't expect it to pop up immediately, right? Like if you're a farmer and you go outside and you put your seeds in the soil, you're going to have to go out there and you're going to have to water it, right? You're going to have to go take care of it day after day after day after day. And it takes time for that thing to grow. It will. But don't give up before your harvest comes in. Don't go water your seed for a week and then go, gosh, I tried, but it's just not working for me. Mm-mm. Keep going, keep going. Don't give up. Keep going. Everything is for you. There's nothing that you cannot have. You just got to keep working at it. You just have to have that perseverance. Ooh, look at this. Are there some of you that have health issues that you feel like, gosh, there's nothing I can do about it? I'm going to have this back pain forever, or I'm going to have this the bad knees or the injury, old injury. It's going to bother me forever. Not necessarily, right? So you can make investments into your health the same way you make investments into any goal. And you have, when you're doing something like health, like when you're trying to manifest something very, very physical like that, um, you'll want to stay really open, because there are a lot of different aspects that can help you with that. So you want to stay open to um, traditional medicine, but you also want to stay open to alternative medicine, but you also want to stay open to energetic healing, right? Because when you have a complex physical manifestation, like a health problem, you're going to have lots of different ways you need to approach it to resolve it. Especially when a whole lot of health problems are based in energetics. A whole lot of health problems are based in trauma that has been sitting in the body for a really long time that hasn't had a chance to process. Some of you don't even necessarily have the trauma where your injury is. Like, let's say you're like, gosh, my shoulder, it's just always hurting. It's always hurting. My shoulder always hurts. And so we would think, okay, maybe your heart chakra, which is connected to your shoulder, maybe your heart chakra has a lot of trauma in it you haven't processed. That's one possibility. The other possibility is that your shoulder has become the preferred exit point in your body for trauma to leave you. So Your trauma might be in your root chakra, might be in your, your crown chakra, wherever, and everything's moving itself down to here where you're nice and open, where it can exit out of. So that's also a possibility. I'm getting off course. Let me get back on course. When you are choosing what to manifest for yourself, it's important that it be something that is fun and joyful for you. So if you feel like, gosh, well, I should learn to do this, or I should do that. I should be good at this. And if you're forcing yourself, that's the wrong energy. So don't do that. Definitely, choose the things to manifest that you're really excited about. Because if you're not really excited about manifesting something, you're not going to have the longevity to do it. Because you're going to be like, well, I should lose weight. I should know how to be a good cook or whatever. And you're going to lose your motivation really quickly. You need something that the journey is the fun. The journey is the reward. You love practicing and learning about this process because you're so excited about it. You need something like that because it takes time to get to that big end goal. I'm not sure what the kindness one is. I got to be honest. We got Raspberry Dragon over here. Let me see. I don't think it's the word. He says no. Oh, okay. So like if you think of raspberries, they're like sweet, but they're kind of tart too, right? So it's like kind of both sides of that, sweet and tart. We have the butterfly over here. Butterfly. Butterfly is a symbol of transformation. So it's like I was telling you before, where you're going through this transformation, and transformation, it's going to be sweet, but sometimes it's a little tart in the beginning, right? As you're navigating your way, it's a little uncomfortable. It's a little frustrating because you're being taken off your existing foundation, which you're used to, and it's like, okay, we've got to build a new one. We got to start over. And it's like, it's a little sweet. It's a little tart. Okay, let me show you this last set of cards. Oops. Lepidolite. It says find your quietude, which is a freaking joke because lepidolite, and it's like never that color either. It's normally lighter than that. At least mine is. Lepidolite is the stone that is for your greatest and highest good. And so your greatest and highest good, a lot of time, shakes up your life, right? Because if you are so comfortable in your existing circumstances, in your existing world, and you're like, I'm not ready to change, I'm not ready to step out of this, get yourself one of these. I made the crazy mistake, maybe. I got myself a big chunk of this in the beginning of my spiritual journey. And I was like, all right, great, for my greatest and highest good, let's do this. And I'm like so new to the process. And I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be great. Abundance is just going to come to me. Life is going to be easy. And instead, it was like, here's where you need to change. Let's change. So you're not going to find your quietude with this stone. You're going to get where you need to go, and it's probably not going to be quiet in the beginning. Okay, let me show you all these cards. We have Moonstone, Roll with the Tides of Your Heart. I don't know if we're using these words or not. We'll find out. Celestite, Let Your Dreams Talk to You. I don't think we're using these words. Amazonite, Trust Your Instincts. Look at these colors real quick. See if I can do it. There's like I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're like going through all the colors here. Oliver's here, by the way. For any of you who know Oliver, he's look at that mad face. Are you going to sit down? Sit down. Okay. So we got lepidolite, we got moonstone, we got celestite, we got amazonite. Why are you doing my shoulder like that? Okay. What I'm thinking right off the bat, moonstone, this is a good like intuitive stone. This is a good magic stone. This is a good like crown chakra type stone. Um, what are you Okay. Let me read the cards separately because I don't think we're putting these cards together. Moonstone is really connected to Archangel Haniel. Moonstone is really connected to Khonsu, who is an Egyptian god of healing and a bunch of other stuff. Khonsu is actually really fascinating. We don't talk about him very often. He is one of my husband's main guides. My husband is the one who composes the music for our business. Khonsu's involved in that, and Ra very often. What do you want with? Let me see if I can figure out what he. Yeah. Okay. So just. Yep, I hear you. Okay. If you're at a point in your journey where you're like, I am ready for change. I am ready to get out of my comfort zone. I'm ready for new, wonderful things to come my way. These are the 4 stones that you may want to consider if you are a crystal person. If you don't love crystals, don't force yourself to love crystals. So, moonstone. There are lots of different colors of moonstone. I feel like the one with the blue sheen on it is kind of the traditional one. Again, lepidolite, amazonite, and celestite. When I first started my journey, and I don't have it next to me, I have it over there across the room. When I first started my journey, I was reading about crystals and I came across angelite and celestite were great crystals to have if you wanted to connect with the angels. I can validate that that is actually true. I got a angelite mala necklace at the beginning of my journey that absolutely helped me, and I got a big old chunk of celestite. And I left it by my bed. So if you're interested in connecting with angels in particular, I would recommend those. Let me ask him about this one because, funny enough, I got a huge, and I wish I would have brought it if I had known what cards I was going to pull, but I have a huge tower of this, and I got it in the beginning of my journey. This is weird because I was talking to you about Haniel connecting to Moonstone. She also connects to Amazonite and other crystals that are like this color. That's weird and not a coincidence. Okay, just going to bring up her again. Okay. Amazonite is going to help you on your journey. It's a soothing crystal. It's going to connect to like your heart chakra and your throat chakra. It's going to be soothing for you. So if you have fears about speaking up, and speaking up is part of what you need to do to help you on this journey that you want to go on, this abundance that you want to have in your life, if you need to be able to express yourself a little bit better, it'll help you there. And it's going to help everyone because it's going to connect to your heart chakra. And all of us have heart chakra blocks and wounds that keep us from doing the things that we truly want to do because we're afraid of getting hurt. We're afraid of getting rejected. We're afraid. Yeah, that's it. You're afraid of getting hurt. You're afraid of getting rejected, right? And so you don't go for the thing you really want because you're scared of that experience. But that experience of getting rejected is very normal, very natural, and it's not a big deal, and it doesn't need to be something that slows you down whatsoever. Let me flip back over here to the chat because I'm going to need to kick myself off of here pretty soon because I talk way too much. Michelle, I have been feeling unusually motivated the past couple of days. I'm trying to harness the energy into working on self-care and financial plans. Absolutely. Self-care, do the self-care first. Because if you're not feeling good, if your body isn't getting what it needs, if your spirit isn't getting what it needs, if your emotions aren't coming out the way they need to, then it's hard to do anything else like the financial plans. But those are perfect, Michelle. Scamate crap, being thrown under the bus. Don't give up. Fine, I'll try again. Yeah. Anna Breed is here. Okay. Malin, oh yes, I have been manifesting my health and I've invested lots of energy and money in it. And it's amazing actually because it's so much better. Yeah. And anything can get better. And it's so hard, even for me, it's very hard for me to wrap my mind around the health thing, but it just depends on, I want to be like, just give you a real quick, honest thing about the health thing. Some health issues are supposed to be there, right? So sometimes people get a disease and it's supposed to be there because it's going to help them to recognize and learn certain lessons, right? But let's say you recognize and you learn those lessons, then that health issue can be removed. Or sometimes health issues pop up and I don't even know why. Like, well, so here's an example. I had a mass on my thyroid a couple years ago, and they were like, okay, you need to go get a biopsy. This doesn't look good. It's really big, blah, 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 blah. Okay. My husband, he's a master healer, but he like doesn't do master healing very often, and I have no idea why. He gave me healing on my thyroid, and then I went to go get the biopsy, and they had the ultrasound thing on me, and they couldn't find the tumor, and it was huge, and I could feel it before I went in. And when I went to the biopsy, it was 100% gone, and they said they made a mistake. There's no tumor here. Somehow they made a mistake. Go home. You don't need a biopsy. So he was able to heal that completely. But it's because the lesson was probably for my husband to give him encouragement to do that work versus me like needing to have that for a lesson of my own. Okay, let's see. Maria, I love processes. Rachel, whoa, I'm here for a live. Yay, right? Jessica, hi from Sweden. Okay. Rachel, I love that color palette. I know, right? I'm so into those green, blue, purple. Those are my favorite. Frida's here. Jack is here. Thank you so much for the messages. So happy to be here live right now. Yeah. Okay. Maria, lepidolite. Got to dig for one in my bowl of crystals, I think. I dare to. I do. The others I don't have, but I will invite the energies. Yeah. Lepidolite is serious. So if you get that one, be ready for the ride. Okay. Let me pull just like a couple messages, and then I seriously do have to kick myself out of here. Hold on. Let me let Metatron do what he wants to do. I started scrolling up and he just told me no, like I went too high. So I'm going to wait for him to say yes. Maria, I'm going to give you, Maria with the last name Bajorn, I'm going to give you a message. I hope that's okay. Let me give you something. Phoenix, that I'm giving you cards from the Dragon deck. If he picks one, he's looking for the right one. This one. Do you want more? No? Okay, oops. We have Onion Dragon. release. So there has to be something. So this would be something emotional that you need to release. So he's just bringing your attention to the fact that, yeah, this is something emotional. So I would just become real mindful of how you're feeling, Maria. Become real mindful of your emotions. You might already know, you might already have something in your life where you're like, yeah, I'm mad about this, I'm sad about this, I'm struggling with this. Whatever those are, give that your attention right now, because the abundance is so, the energies are so good right now for you to do any amount of healing, for you to do any amount of releasing of what you no longer need. And this is for anyone. It benefits you, and it's going to keep benefiting you. Again, the energies are like magnified or amplified. And so this is going to push forward into your future in ways that you cannot possibly recognize right now. So, Maria, that's for you. Let me see who Metatron wants me to do. I'm going to scroll up until he... Maddie, if you are in here, Maddie, any personal messages for me, let me give you a message. I'm going to give you also one from the Dragon deck. Oliver's like, pet me, because he's in my lap right here. This one? Anything else? No. You have spinach, dragon, strength. Maddie, are you struggling with something right now? Something... It feels like, so there must be an area of your life, or there's something that's going on in your life where you feel like you're struggling. And this card is telling you that your guides are supporting you. If you see the ladybugs in here, ladybugs are symbolic of luck. So this is telling you everything's going to work out just fine in whatever area you are stressed and worried about, that your guides are strengthening you, and that something new is going to come from this. So it's like the spinach or the plant, the greenness of this dragon, something new is going to come up in that area of your life. Hope that helps. Okay, let me see what else Metatron wants to do. Kaylina Q, let me give you a message. Feeling stuck between a few paths. Hey, remember the message about, oh, first let me make sure I have the right card deck. This one? No, this one. Okay. You get the Phoenix deck. Remember the message about choosing from what you love versus choosing something because you're afraid that something bad will happen if you don't choose that one. Or all right, let's see what card you have. Any others? Nope. Well, that's weird. This is your card. Recognize manipulation. So let me take a look at this and see if this is like... No. Okay, so kind of ignore the words. Look at this woman. I don't know if you can see, she's got ropes. She's got ropes tied to her wrists. She is restrained. And the Phoenix is coming in, and the Phoenix is setting fire to those ropes to set her free. So the Phoenix is all about death in order to get to rebirth. So the Phoenix is about releasing and letting go of something old in order to step forward into something new. And when you choose to do that, it is going to set you free, just like this woman. You're holding yourself back unnecessarily. You're afraid to step forward down your pathways. Choose the pathway you love. Set yourself free. Okay. Let me see what else. All right, Scamante, giving you a message. Let's do this. Phoenix, Dragon. You get the Dragon deck, so I'm going to pull that out. Let's see. I'm trying to work around this giant fluffy orange cat in my lap. Is this all you want? Okay. Lucky Clover Dragon. Well, gosh, do I even need to give you a reading? There's a rainbow. There are 4-leaf clovers. There are ladybugs. Metatron says, it's a beautiful day. It's a good day. Like, that's not a message, Metatron. He said, yes, it is. Is there anything else? No? You know how this goes. You know how they are. They're just, it's like they're just, the message is like abundance is waiting. Life is good. Go and do it. That's kind of the energy of what he gave. Amy Joe, I will pick you. Am Joe, I will pick you. I will give you a message. We're going to do Phoenix. We're going to do the Phoenix deck. I swear Metatron is slowing down time for me. I swear I've done like 5 readings in 5 minutes. I don't know what's happening. Sometimes Metatron does do that. Is that all you want? Okay. You got 1 card. And it says give your all. I'm really drawn to the colors also in this card. We've got like a lot of orangish red. We have a lot of orange and yellow, right? And so it makes me think of your sacral and your solar plexus. So it makes me wonder, I mean, God, this is like practically an activation. Look how bright those colors are. It's so much brighter in real life. It's hard to explain. Don't be afraid to move forward. And I feel like whatever's holding you back has to be tied into your solar plexus. So you not feeling confident, not feeling worthy, not having courage. Or it might be tied into your sacral chakra. So blocks to creativity, blocks to allowing yourself joy, allowing yourself pleasure. Go all in. Go all in. Okay. Jenny, I've been feeling kind of stuck, and I was wondering if there's any messages for me. I'm going to give you one. And we're doing the Phoenix deck again. Rachel, what's Oliver's message? Oliver he's so happy whenever I'm talking to clients or whenever I'm doing like a live like this. He's just purring in my lap. He's just like, this is great. Life is amazing. Just one? Jenny, where was your message? Didn't you say... Oh, my thing has jumped too much. I think you said you were feeling stuck. Yeah, I've been feeling kind of stuck. This is your message. Recognize happiness. You're not seeing things clearly right now. There's something you're not seeing clearly. Look at this woman. Look at that mirror in front of her. That is supposed to be a mirror. She's got no reflection whatsoever. We got like this cloudy, swirly stuff going on. There's something that you're not seeing clearly. And that whatever you're seeing without clarity is the reason that you feel stuck. So it would take some awareness for you to recognize, okay, I feel stuck because, I there's some area of your life that you already know you feel stuck in, right? It's like those cards earlier that I had where it was talking about the dark thoughts. There's something in your thoughts that's you gotta not listen to. There's something you're telling yourself that is holding you back from happiness. There's no reason why you can't embrace it. Look at the phoenix. He's the only thing that's lit up. Everything in here is kind of like dark and kind of dreary. The phoenix is like transformation and bravery are the answer. Stepping forward is where the light is. Yeah. Okay, let me do like maybe two more. Nellie, hey Jennifer and Oliver, say hi to Metatron. He's right here. Cute little lamb. That card is intense. Yeah. Scarmante, I asked for a message out loud. A good day. You must be joking. He's telling you, girl. Got to get in those vibes of having a good day. Eric, hello from Sweden. Would love to have a message if it's mean to. I'm full of positive energy, but it's hard to choose direction. Yeah, let me see what they give you. Dragon, Phoenix. Yeah, man, I feel like if you get the Phoenix card, it's like more more intense than if you get the Dragon card. But you're getting a Phoenix card, Eric. Let's see. Your Phoenix card doesn't have a Phoenix. How wild is this? Earth healing. Okay. So the two things you could do, Eric, to help yourself to move forward, one is going to be grounding. So grounding is like anything that helps like really connect your energy back down to your home planet. So some people do meditations. Exercise does this, walking does it, stretching does it, eating does it, black crystals do it. So grounding, so do that. Grounding also helps when you're trying to manifest anything because you need your earth star chakra, which is below your feet. You need that chakra to be working in great condition because that is the point where, so if you think of like divine energy comes through your crown, goes through your energy body. Your earth star chakra is what it gives you that point where the energy goes through your body into the ground. And you need that because the energy that you want to manifest needs to go back into Gaia, back into the crystalline grid, because that is the foundation where your energetic manifestation takes root. And so you will energetically manifest what you want before it physically happens. So everyone, make sure you're doing grounding. The other thing for you, Eric, is healing. So it's going to be emotional healing. So making sure that you are processing everything you need to process. To be honest with you, I was like yesterday. I always feel like I'm processing things, right? Yesterday, I forget. I got all emotional and mad over something way from the past, and I was like, I didn't even know I felt that way. So these things, anything that you really need to heal right now, your guides are going to kind of push that button for you. So you just got to be paying attention to whatever you're triggered by. For me, I had a dream and I was like, gosh, I haven't processed something. I need to pay attention to that. It might be just a real life person that's triggering you in some way. All of you, everyone, pay attention to these triggers because these are the areas where you would benefit most from healing right now. And remember, you're going to get that magnified impact by what you're doing right now. So take your healing as seriously as you can for a little bit. Ebba's here. Feel pulled to ask for a message. Been through the most crazy weeks this summer. Okay, Ebba, I'm going to have you be my last person. And let me see what I can. And you get the Phoenix decks also. Let's see what we get. You get the Phoenix Oracle. And it might be one on the bottom of the deck. Let's see. We have an angel and a phoenix, and it says friendship. Your guides are, so ignore the friendship. Your guides are reaching out, Ebba. It's like angelic energy. So this is like archangel energy. And it's also that energy of transformation. But look who's in the front, right? We have the angel energy in the front. So the angels are recognizing you need love, you need compassion, you need comfort. So they are in the forefront. They're like, we want to give you this first. But they also gave you, the phoenix in the background that's like, but it's time to transform also. So that is your message. That is everything that I'm going to do for this session. Who knows? You know what? I actually might start popping in more regularly this way because I have a lot of channeled messages, and it's when I go live, it helps me in that I don't have to edit the video. It's just like boom, it's out there in the world right away. If you are interested in participating in one of these lives again, where I spend more time going through and reading messages for people, I will have another live session on 9/9, September 9th. It'll be a very big day for us. It'll be the kind of like the biggest day of the year because it's going to be 9/9/9 because 2025 is a 9 year. So I already have a pre-channeled message for you on that day, and then I'll also be doing like individual readings for everyone. So thank you all for joining. I hope you had a good time. I hope you can gain some wisdom from the messages that came through, both in the collective channeled message that I gave you, the collective message that I gave to the group, or even the individual messages. Even if they weren't for you, there might be some wisdom in those individual messages that could benefit you. So I hope you all got a little piece of wisdom or motivation today, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.